I would argue that the most serious threat to the United States is not someone hiding in a cave in Afghanistan or Pakistan, but our own fiscal irresponsibility.
The President of the United States.
These United States are confronted with an economic affliction of great proportions.
America may be headed for a recession.
And I must say to you that the state of the Union is not good.
We are engaged in a long and hard fight against inflation.
Our trade deficit is too large.
Part of our trouble is that we have been self-indulgent, and now the bill has come due.
Unless we act forcefully, and now, the economy will get worse.
But I pledge to you tonight that the full powers of this government will be used to keep America's economy producing.
What we need is spending discipline in Washington, D.C.
And thus restore balance to our economy.
We will continue along the path toward a balanced budget.
Once it's balanced, we will start paying off the national debt.
And now we are on course for budget surpluses for the next 25 years.
But a strong nation and economy requires more than a balanced budget.
Only a true partnership between government and the people can ever hope to reach these goals.
We must act today in order to preserve tomorrow.
We must solve problems, not leave them to future generations.
We won't leave it to our children and our grandchildren.
We must not go back to unwise spending.
We must strive to break the calamitous cycle and help dispel the uncertainty that so many feel about our economy.
And tonight, that cause goes on. God bless.
What hit the economy first was a housing slump. Fears spread to Wall Street. Consumers tightened their purse strings.
The U.S. Federal Reserve cut its key interest rate by half a point.
The I word, inflation, is coming to the fore.
Major developments on the lending crisis in the U.S. Oil and gold prices are spiking.
Nuclear strike here on our financial market.
And it's complicated because of where we are in the election cycle.
Huge disconnect between Wall Street and Main Street.
Who is David Walker and why should we care? He's the nation's top accountant, the Comptroller General of the United States. He's totaled up the government's income, liabilities, and future obligations and concluded that our current standard of living is unsustainable unless some drastic action is taken, and he's not alone.
I'm Dave Walker, Comptroller General of the United States. So I'm head of the U.S. Government Accountability Office, better known as the GAO. We're in the legislative branch of government. Basically, we're about improving transparency, enhancing government performance, and assuring accountability for the benefit of the American people. I was set to be career military, and I had appointments to the Naval and Air Force academies, but I couldn't go at the last minute because I have a bad left ear, and it kept me out of my military career. I knew it was only a matter of time before I decided to serve my country in some way, and I've been fortunate to have 3 presidential appointments, one from Reagan, one from Bush 41, and this one from Clinton. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve my country.
We suffer from a fiscal cancer. It is growing within us. And if we do not treat it, it could have catastrophic consequences for our country.
How big is the federal debt?
I don't know. I'm guessing quite a bit.
I wouldn't know that.
Like 3 million? I know it's in the billions. I have no idea. If it's in the billions or trillions.
No, it's a heck of a lot more than it was probably 10 years ago.
Take a stab at it.
69 billion.
It's probably huge.
What if I told you it was $8.7 trillion?
That's pretty crazy. Wow. Shouldn't be that way.